Hey, you want to hear my impression of a bird? Tweet, dang it! Tweet! Hello, we are not actually looking at me. Hold up. Bear with me just a moment. There we go. Okay, right. Sorry about that. As you can see, still a very small operation, but we are back with Dread Canary's Against the Impossible Storm. I am the Dread Canary. We're playing Against the Storm, and we're doing it on Impossible. Now, the reason you're looking at this update is there's been an update to the game, and I haven't actually checked it out yet. Apparently, the devs decided they didn't like happy burning, where you just get a lot of resolve through burning fuel, and decided to nerf the heck out of fuel. Now, I've theorized that it's not going to have the desired effect, and it's just going to make the game needlessly longer, but I have not actually tested this. So you're going to get to experience it right along with me. So let us go ahead and get into it, shall we? Go ahead and do this. And you know what? I need to change over to the Impossible run. And I get the update again, so let's go ahead and hit play. And someone was kind enough to point out that the Cursed Royal Woodlands is still in the game. It's just a darker coloring of Royal Woodlands. So we are going to carefully check if there are any Cursed Royal Woodlands on the map, because I really, really want to unlock decorative walls. I'm not seeing any. Oh, aha! Aha, aha, aha. I do not like that that is not significantly different than the other ones, because that is very hard to tell that this is... I mean, I guess now that I know what I'm looking for, I can see it, but I'm not a fan. Regardless, we're going to check out the Cursed Royal Woodlands. And of course, we're going to do it on Impossible. So, let's take a look. Of course, you know what? It's a new patch. We all know that the harpies are very, very, very finicky, and I don't really want to deal with them. So let's go ahead with 9 beavers and 2 randos. Cursed Royal Woodlands, so farms should be kind of plentiful, because it is still woodlands. It's just, you know, cursed. A cursed area of the Royal Woodlands that is haunted by the lost souls of warriors fallen in the Great Civil War. The storm here is especially dangerous, and the forest is more hostile than anywhere else. The Queen will handsomely reward any viceroy brave enough to settle this part of the world. I don't know why I do David Attenborough when I'm narrating, but I do, and I listen to entirely too much of Planet Earth back in the day. It's a great way of falling asleep. Just David Attenborough narration over nature sounds. It's wonderful. So, let's see. Cursed Royal Woodlands. We're going beavers. I think I should probably... let's get some ale. With the removal of the ability to get resolve from fuel, I'm thinking I'm going to have to do it through services. And... you know what? Not ale. Let's do this through scrolls, because scrolls, I feel, are harder to get than ale is. So if I go with scrolls, and then we have 1 more point, and I think I'm going to use that 1 more point on some extra food. Oh, right, of course, we need a name. What's a good name for a curse? We'll go with Scornage. That sounds vaguely cursed, right? And let's embark. Let's go. And you know what? I just realized I forgot to put on the music, so I should put on the music. But first, let's check out our mystery. So we have mushrooms after rain. +3 to mushroom production. Gain additional mushrooms every yield during drizzle. Okay, interesting. They have new modifiers. It didn't used to say things like simple. All right, so chat's saying they're playing Stardew while watching this, so lots of city building. Hello and hashtag housing for beavers in advance. I'll make sure to get some, especially with our second mystery. But first, we have discovering a glade during the storm decreases resolve by 10. So we're not going to open up glades during the storm. And then, of course, housing or a 5% chance to die every 15 seconds. So hashtag housing for beavers is fully in effect. Lightning, which is annoying, just destroys probably 2 buildings a storm unless I start monkeying around with the length of the storm. And we have to make sure we don't hit Hostility 7, because Hostility 7 just auto-kills villagers, equal to the number of years that it is. So letting that run wild will slaughter my entire populace. Now, you'll notice that this is not our usual friendly and green Royal Woodlands. No, these woods are cursed. You can tell that from the jagged, thorny trees and the wisps going through them. The image background here is, on the one hand, smoky, but also plausibly faces. Like, this looks like a skull to me, right? A distended, wispy skull. And if I pause, it'll move. It's a very cool effect. I really like the look of the Cursed Royal Woodlands. Now, of course, I'm going to keep it paused because I got to do my usual setup where we get some wood cutting camps down. Cutting camps down. And I'm going to actually open up a glade right away. I'm just going to go straight into that glade. And then we're going to go a little bit over here. What we're doing is carving out some space for a nice settlement. And what I'm really excited about is that after winning this, and I am assuming I'm going to win it, after winning this, I will have the decorative item of walls. And that might not seem exciting to you, but in my personal game, I really like making walled gardens. And this is going to let me make walled gardens that y'all can enjoy. And that is, you know, nice. We got some clay, so I should make a stone cutting camp. We have some eggs and some roots, so that's a scavenger's camp. We have nothing that we can get with a harvester's camp, but we're going to make one anyway, just in case. As soon as these are up, I'll put some beavers in them. You get beavers. And you get beavers. Everybody gets beavers. We'll make this a human, because I really like slowing the queen's impatience a lot more than I like getting +1 resolve. +1 resolve doesn't do a whole lot, though it might be more important now that I can't happy burn for resolve. Every point might matter. Okay. I opted for scroll delivery, so I don't automatically have ale, but we've got humans and beavers, so the odds of getting leisure is a really good, like, it's pretty high. I like this. Cannibalism, I don't like cannibalism in general. It means I have to let my guys die, and while there are 2 ways to let my guys die, I just think it's kind of gross. Gaining an ancient tablet can be highly lucrative if I go heavy on trade, but because I'm listing it last, you can probably already tell I'm going with the consistent food. Roots can be eaten directly, but they can also be pulped into ale, and I think that's going to be important. Gotta finish treating some dialysis patients. Wow, got a nurse in chat. Didn't realize that. I assume a nurse, unless they're letting... I don't know. I shouldn't assume your qualifications. But yeah, they're definitely more important than me. Thanks for the best wishes. I appreciate it. Okay, get humans to resolve for 30 seconds. That's going to be harder than it used to be, given the lack of fuel for happiness. But let's go for it, because I really don't like using packs. And let's go for trading, because, again, I don't like using packs. Metal veins. Copper ore is hard to get on this map, but I'm going to go for it, because, again, I really don't like using packs, if I can avoid it. Read more, Blight, Rot, and Corruption. Oh, we've got more of a Okay. They did say they revamped the tutorial, so at some point I should probably play through the tutorial on stream just so I can show people what it looks like. And I should probably think about building housing. Just to get some basic housing down. We need 4. That's 3. That's 4. And we need to go to our options. And plug in music. And of course, I am as always, thankful for chat letting me know if my volume mix is out of whack, because I can certainly turn down the game sound if needed, if it starts drowning me out. Humans are actually pretty close to the human resolve, so let's go ahead and just favor them. Let's just do that right away. That seems nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, so let's unfavor them because we're going to go work some Blight Rot. Get some more bonus humans, and let's just go work this Blight Rot immediately to deal with any kind of issues. Okay, now I do need another house, so let's get another house. They're working, they're working. Got more beavers. Okay, so I think what I need to do is just put... let's get the clay first. And I should probably be looking at my buildings, yeah? Let's see, first option is the ranch. I like the ranch, but I don't think I can do anything with roots on it, and I'm getting free roots. So I don't think I've got the infrastructure to do the ranch yet. The greenhouse is really solid. I've got incoming roots for free, getting mushrooms plus herbs, and then roots. That's a solid basis for food. And that would allow me to skip the herb garden completely. The grove is really, really excellent for getting tools on this kind of map where there's not a lot of mines. I think we can go with the greenhouse here. The tool shop is excellent, but I would need to have the grove before the tool shop for the tool shop to be guaranteed to be useful. So I'm going to get the greenhouse. Okay, so we've got a couple of options here. The advantage to the weaver is that it gives us fabric, which we definitely need for at least one kind of housing, plus, you know, building anything else. Training gear is good for lizards. The supplier gives us access to water skins, which I almost never use, plus the ability to make flour, and I think I can make that out of roots, so let's quick check. Yes, we can. So it gives us access to flour and planks are used for... It's the only material used for beavers, and it's also used for, I think it's human houses that are bricks and planks. The kiln gives access to coal, bricks, and jerky, and bricks are used for both humans and lizard housing. Very important to get a source of bricks, especially... Well, yeah, because clay is hard to come by, which means that making bricks efficiently is very important. But I don't love having it at 1 star. And the forum is hands down, no contest, my favorite services building. Because, okay, leisure and education. So, leisure is used by both humans and beavers, drinking ale. Education is used by beavers and harpies, so beavers in this case. But I do have free scrolls coming in, so we'll be able to use that immediately. And its passive is a plus 15% chance of double production, which is great for your economy. So despite the fact that I really think all 3 of these are strong contenders, I'm going to lock in the forum to make sure I have it. Now the forum means that I don't really need the tavern, because the forum gives me leisure already. The tavern would add bloodthirst for lizards, but basically getting half a service building doesn't seem worthwhile. Especially given what I was saying earlier about needing to be able to make efficient bricks. This makes this the brickyard. Okay. Skewers and jerky are great ways to make lizards and, well, especially lizards, but I think humans can eat jerky as well. We don't we don't have a source of flour right now, so the bakery's not useful. But because of that, that does increase the desirability of the stamping mill. Yeah, let's get the stamping mill here. Okay. So drop down a crude workstation and get a brickyard. The brickyard is all planks, yes, which means I can just turn off the ability to make bricks entirely. Everybody's house, so nobody's gonna die. Light rod is going to be finished just before the storm, so we won't have the negative food and the negative happiness effect. I'm not collecting any food right now, so we are just burning through our reserves, which isn't great, but that's alright. We've got this here, and then we've got these here and these here. Wow, our people are gonna just live on eggs for probably a couple of years. Not a terribly balanced diet in the Cursed Royal Woodlands. Now, the thing, of course, with the Cursed Royal Woodlands that annoys me is that we all know how much I love squaring off my glades, right? I like having nice square corners, and these things are kind of twisty, so they're hard to do that. Oh, they changed how alerts show up, so they're thin and they got icons. This is much better. How am I getting copper ore? There's a chance of copper ore from the clay. That makes this a lot more viable. That's really good. Now, beavers are losing their happiness, and we're less than a third of the way through the storm, so I want to lower the hostility, and that should be enough to keep them happy. And then since I'm not favoring anybody, I can favor the lizards if I have to. If I have to. Which it looks like I do. And we're going to let beavers get pretty unhappy. We're going to let them get halfway around the circle before I turn this off. There we go. And it occurs to me that I never put anyone in here making lights. Alright, ooh, well, we've got a ton of beavers, planks, and fabric. That's excellent. Let's go ahead and just take the developed ones. Gain free amber for every 50 wood, or gain a reputation point every time we sell goods worth 60 amber. I don't really like having fewer resources, so I'm not going to take cheap construction. Yeah, I don't really want letters to the Citadel, so I think we're going to go with Trade Hub here. Turn in this order. It gives us some coal. And if I take a look at this, I should probably turn off burning coal. Okay, so it's just an efficient fuel source. Yeah, okay. So reduced by 50. Hostility reduced by 80. Okay. Glade events are faster. Global production speed increases, so good for the economy. So, I mean, lower hostility does increase happiness all the way down, all the way up to getting hostility down to 0, but then it can't increase it beyond it. So, I guess, well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. quarters. Get oil and flour, and we can get 10 people. Okay, or get a bunch of building materials, and we get the supplies to make more building materials. I like this one. It's generally neutral. 3 dangerous glades, 100 jerky. Gives us free jerky when we make pie, amber, and some oil. Or we get some stone, some insects, and some infused tools. I think I actually want to go with the meat diet. No, you know what? I'm going to go for the risky glades anyway. I might as well get something out of it. You're working your way through that. I could possibly... Oh, we've got another building. Ooh, okay. So we already said the lumber mill's not important. The reason the lumber mill's not important is because we got the greenhouse and we have roots, right? So we've got access to mushroom and herbs here, and we've got roots coming in. So the herb garden doesn't do anything new for us. The press could be useful, as could the rain mill. Now, the rain mill is largely undercut by the fact that we've got free scrolls and by the fact that we have a stamping mill. I mean, I haven't built one, but we have the ability to make it. And that means that we've got access to flour. So all it's really giving us is a pack of building materials. So this is useless. This is largely useless. That means the press and the lumber mill, and of those two, I'm going to need a lot of planks. So we're going to go with the lumber mill. Let's go ahead and clear out this glade. I don't usually go with the bland vanilla glades, but it's right in the way of where I want to build my town. So it's got to go. The other side has a lot more space on it, so once we clear out the food, we'll be able to expand in that direction. We'll go a little bit further down this way. Now I do need to get a little more housing up. So let's see, 1, 2, if I shift this up here, I think I can actually start building beaver housing where I want it. So that's 3. So for now, their front door leads directly into a cursed tree, but we'll fix that. Stonecutters can't build deposits nearby. Alright. Nothing we can do about that, so let's clear out these workers, move that out of the way. We'll slide this over here and have them start getting that food. Wow, I've got a lot of unemployed beavers. Let's start making some bricks. Oh, right. I never put my beavers back on wood chopping. That would be why. Okay, more eggs. So we continue to have a society that eats one food and one food only, and that food is eggs. I mean, I guess technically roots, because I'm getting them for free. And we can build a nice, comforting set of wall corners. And my people are unhappy. Well, we have plenty of fuel. So I could either burn my way through the storm, or I could just take beavers off of wood cutting, or... How much is it? 80? We're at 82? I'd have to burn both. And I feel like that's just less efficient than just not cutting trees. Yeah, because see, now my happiness problems are solved, and I don't have to burn all my fuel to get it. That's the problem, I think, with making fuel reduce hostility. Because you're just not going to use that feature if you've got other ways to reduce hostility. just realized that this house has not been completed yet. That's okay. I might lose one beaver, and I'm kind of okay with losing one beaver. Okay, so 4 people either way. Let's get a nice mix, start balancing it up. Plus it comes with pre-made bricks, which are great for lizard resolve. And we can turn in a mission, get us a little bit further along, which we can start making cloth out of that. And I think we can stop making planks because we have access to a lumber mill, which I'm going to put here. Let's take a look at this. Receive 10 packs of provisions for every 10 villagers in town. So we can get instantly 20 packs, which is great to getting us started on trade routes. And since we took the thing that lets us basically win from selling stuff, trade routes could be huge. Grain production increased requires us to have a farm. Prosperous archaeology would require us to have tools. And metallurgy proficiency is nice, but I don't have a tool shop. So we're going to go with peasant supplies. Plantation, herbalist camp, clothier, and forager's camp. So the forager's camp is helpful immediately, so that's basically going to make the decision there. Get another source of food up in this town. Yeah, you're not making planks, because you're going to make planks. And I need to get a market down somewhere, but I don't really want to do it in the useful part of the city. So I'm thinking we're going to just stick the trading post up here. That's what I meant by market, sorry. Actually, that's too far away. Let's... Yes, I like it. Okay. That's a new feature that they didn't have before. There we go. So we're throwing that there. And then we should also get a blight post up and running, so we can burn away any blight that we find. Zorg. Hello, Zorg. Clay pit. Very useful if I find fertile ground. Buying... Okay, so we need 12 worth of goods sold. We have a ton of roots. I'm not selling my ancient tablets because they might show up in a later order, so I want to keep those. I think I want to buy some ale. Okay, so first off, we're going to use this just to track. And we'll say 82 roots. 82 roots will do it. Now I'm going to get rid of this because we're actually going to buy that much worth of ale. Okay, we can't buy that much worth of ale. Excellent. So we've got a ton of ale. Maybe pie? Yeah, okay, that works. Now I can go up here. Turn that in. Oh, that's excellent. All right, so currently we have access to education and leisure. So the temple and the monastery actually 3 of these overlap with that in some way, either through education or with leisure. So I think I'm going to go with the guild house, because the guild house doubles down on our selling stuff to win. Because in addition to selling stuff for just reputation, we'll sell stuff and get resolve. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's swap to having this be lizards making the bricks. This can be beavers making cloth. Because humans have a bonus to farming, which means they'll be able to get more out of this forager's camp. And we're going to get a couple of lizards on making fire, or purging fire. No, that's not what I wanted. Purging fire out of wood, and we're going to do a limit of 10. Next set of orders, please. No, we'll go with income tax, because I want to do trade routes anyway. And advanced logistics. I love this. Great. Very easily done. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a nice rain collector here. Let's go ahead and make fabric out of that and fire a beaver. Now I need a second rain collector. And what that means, I'm actually going to take this guy out. We're going to move this up here and put a second rain collector there. So we've got lots of food. We've got lots of unemployed beavers, which I should probably fix. We can make another beaver house. Get the beavers so that they don't die. We should probably make some other housing too. Maybe a lizard house there. That'll solve some of our housing issues. Not enough of them. Let's swing this around here. I don't like doing it, but we're gonna make some more temporary housing. In this case, we'll make 6 temporary housing. We're pretty good on managing the Queen's impatience, but the storm itself is getting fairly bad. Everybody's housed before the storm. Fire. Yeah, fire all my beavers, and suddenly we are happy again. Now it occurs to me I never started using trade routes, so let's see if there's anything we got here. You want to buy bricks? Let's sell some bricks. I got plenty of parts, so I can do that. Do that. And unless I very much miss my mark, I think we'll be able to do this one too when this one finishes, maybe. Okay. A couple of unhappy people. It's down to 67. So if I burn 72 a minute, I could actually keep this guy in here. I think this is a good reason for me to get a third lumber camp, maybe? Trade route completed. Excellent. How are we looking on food? How about we force delivery now? Need you guys to finish before the storm ends, please. Thank you. Then we go to trade routes, and we auto-collect, and we sell that. Nice. So that'll get us 4 of our 8 trade routes, plus all the amber that we need to get started. I never put beavers in here. And that's the whole point, is to start working on that as well. Alright, we're in our next year, so let's go ahead and get more beavers on wood cutting. Can't ever trigger the negative resolve penalty for opening glades during storm if you're not wood cutting during a storm. We'll go with a nice balanced mix again. free parts when we sell stuff. We've already got 2 benefits from selling stuff, so this continues to just focus on selling stuff. Glade working speed increased by 30%, but... Oh. Cool. So we work Glade events faster, but sacrificing burns longer. We take longer to work Glade events. No. Is this just a straight benefit? Interesting. Okay. Crown doesn't need to do anything, and patience doesn't grow when villagers leave or die. Well, joke's on you. I'm not going to let my villagers leave or die. Light fiber... Burning, it takes 5 seconds less, but the heart's corruption grows faster. I'm going to go, I think, with the Firekeepers... I'm going to go with free samples. Parts sell for a ton of amber, so getting them, even if I don't build stuff, getting them could be highly, highly lucrative. Let's go ahead and kick these guys out, because they can't do anything there. Add another up here. I should be thinking about getting my first service building down. So let's move this. Run a road around the back. So that's that, and that. Industry, we've got room for a stamping mill somewhere. Stamping mill, I don't really want to stick it here. That's good for a 3x2. So let's go ahead and put it here. Ooh, I know what we'll do. We're going to put this like this, and we'll put this like this, and it's going to line up the 2 spinny wheels next to each other. And that just really tickles my sense of aesthetics. And then I think we'll build a couple of beaver houses around the back. Yeah. Except not like that, because I can totally integrate this into this block. So if I put, say, a human house and a human house, we can do that. Let's go ahead and increase our chances for double production. I should look at my trade routes that I can do. Pickled goods and crops. Okay, so first off, let's go here. No. How about here? Grain. Sure, we can sell you 1 grain. Now remember, I'm selling at the base level because you don't get great ratios of amber to materials, and just completing trade routes increases your standing, which gives you better options. So if I sell as little as possible early on, it's just to set myself up for more success later. Okay, you want training gear, you want pottery, incense, and flour. Of housing down here. Now let's see here. We've got 2 human houses right now. We need 4 human houses. So that'll cover humans. We have 1 lizard house. We need 3. So we'll put a lizard house here. And we'll delete this so I can put another lizard house here. So that'll cover humans and lizards, and then it's just a question of hashtag housing for beavers. So we need to make more housing for the beavers. We've already got 20. It's going to get us to 24, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Have I expanded enough that I can put a second hearth anywhere? I haven't, which means that we need to put in some housing that I'm later going to destroy. Hold up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 2 is 22, 24, 26. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. We're just a little bit higher usual optimal number of housing. Scavenger's camp's got nothing nearby. That's fine. There are eggs everywhere on this map. At some point, I need to think about opening up some more dangerous glades, but I've been focused on just getting my city up and running. Hi, Zorg. Before I talk to you, let's take a look at these. We got ale. Sure. Sure. Okay, planting is faster. No. Storage capacity I don't really love. Woodcutters moving faster is nice. Pottery production and traders showing up faster. No, thank you. But I will 100% buy ale. With copper, resin, and we'll say... Oh, wow, I did that exactly right. There we go. Their threshold is 50. What if I favor them for the rest of this season? Or it's 30. Favoring them gets us to 33, especially with the new housing in place. So that'll get us more resolve fairly quickly. Food's a bit... Oh, why do we only have one human working that? That's not good. We've got our 8 rounds for our ambers. Let's go ahead and do that. We get faster wood cutting, faster traders, and more parts. Okay, we've already got efficient brick, so this just gives us copper bars and pie. This gives us better pie. This gives us skewers, jerky, and oil, which is what I think I'm going to go with here. Simple tools is tempting, but I'm going to go with the butcher. And part of why I'm going with the butcher is... Okay. If I delete this, the butcher fits very nicely in this space that I left for it. Am I still burning wood? No. Good. Okay. That would have been awkward. Yeah, we're having food issues. Which I would love to resolve, but I don't think I can resolve this year. Next set of orders. 12 trade routes, 2 hubs upgraded to neighborhood, or a bunch of packages in 5 minutes. I don't like packages, so we're going to skip this one, especially since I don't have much food right now. So I think of these... I'd rather go with hubs. Stop favoring these guys now. How many planks do I have? I've got 15, so I don't want to stop making planks yet. But I do want to fire a lot of woodcutters. So that is going to significantly lower the hostility of the forest. The only thing we've got left is just beaver and lizards, but lizards lose happiness very slowly, so I'm not too fussed about that. Like, favoring them is not going to be enough, but it will get us to a point. The lizard house was destroyed. That's a problem. Because this makes that a problem. Let's go ahead and favor them. 75, so I think double wood. And now we lower this. just set ourselves up to completely... Oh! Where's my head at? It's the storm. We got a new round of trades that we can be doing. So I can 100% sell tools. Sounds great. Hey, someone wants our free roots. That's excellent. Okay, yeah, that works for me. Woodcutter's camp was destroyed. Pretty easy to fix.
Howdy. Oh, hey. Hey, how?
Nice balanced mix of people. Fiber delivery, each... Okay, lowered hostility, +2 vegetables would solve our food issues. 5 plant fiber a minute would be really good for making cloth. And we're having trouble with getting fiber, but we're not... Like, we don't need a ton of cloth for anything. I mean, clothing would be good for both humans and beavers, so that's a thought. Giant vegetables for food. I'm gonna go with forest mitigation. Just because lowering hostility is excellent. Double check that we're not burning anything. We are going to build ourselves another woodcutter's camp because we are not cutting wood in the storm. Got a new set of trade routes that I should check. Sure, we'll sell some basic tools. We're not selling cloth. We need that. Closer into this wall of trees so that we can actually start working on getting this blade open. We're almost through. Fabric, that'd be great. Forager's camp has no deposits nearby. That's... yeah, we're quickly running out of food. That's a bit of a problem. I feel like I should have targeted... Hey! Fertile grounds, you see it? Poking out between the trees? That means that we'll be able to use our greenhouse to make more food. Okay, yeah, we can deal with some unhappy beavers for a few minutes. I'm thinking I want the tools. So we'll go ahead and go with that side. We're going to favor the beavers while we're working that. Mushrooms means an herbalist camp. But more importantly, we've got fertile ground. And that means I can get a greenhouse up and running. Or a set of greenhouses. Hi Zorg, what do you have? A clay pit? That'd be a good way for me to permanently be able to make bricks and cloth. Let's go ahead and buy that, I think. Free insects when we make mushrooms. That actually works really nicely with the greenhouse, which can make mushrooms. Ale production would be nice. I think I want this. So I want 14. I'm still not going to sell this because I've got one order left to get. I haven't seen anything that would require me to use resin. So let's see. If I sell 35 wood, that's not enough. Plus the herbs, still not enough. figure out the shape of this before I start building greenhouses. I think I have enough space for 3. Well, two clay pits. Or 2 and a clay pits. I think I can go 1 here, and 1 here, and 1 here. Which means I should probably focus these guys right there. And I think this is far enough away that once this finishes working, we can set up another hub. But for now, I do need just a little bit of housing. Let's wait till this gets to 1 before I turn in that quest. Stop favoring beavers. It got to 1. Leather worker would give us our 3rd building material more efficiently, so let's go ahead and grab that. And I think I'm going to put the leather worker back here. This seems to be a lizard-focused area, so we'll just go ahead and lean into the lizard-focused area theme. Meanwhile, these woodcutters aren't cutting anything. That's a problem. So let's move them closer in. And that means these guys can be fired. We don't need you. And actually, that whole building can be deleted. I like that it's asking now. That's a really good change. I have accidentally deleted so many buildings in the past. Okay. That's as low as I can get the hostility just from firing people. We have 271 wood, so I think if I burn 108 per minute for 3 minutes, that's going to be too many. So I'd have to burn like that. That still doesn't get us where we need to be. This should be lizards. You know what? Let's go ahead and put a lizard in here because resolve is actually turning out to be a bit of an issue. Last order. 14 trade routes. Yeah. I think that's where we have to go. Take a look at our trade routes, by the way. No. We can sell some pottery, sure. I think we can sell some cloth. And grain.
Ja, fossil. Ekiro.
That's going to be a bit of a problem.
Hey, ha. Hey, ha. Wombe. Wombe. Hey, ha. Oh, ha. Hodi. Wombe.
free barrels when we make planks is really nice, especially if I want to start making ale later. All camp production increases by 50, but no. I'm about to build a bunch of buildings on fertile soil. We're definitely not doing this. All farms can plant mushrooms. Definitely not doing that either. We are going to be working off of greenhouses for our food, so this doesn't matter. Houses having extra space based on trade routes, but construction is slower. No, we're going with over-diligent wood workers. It's a straight-up buff. It's really nice. We are gonna commit to it. I really want some more humans, but it's not giving me the option of humans. How many planks do we have? More than enough. So I'm actually going to stop making planks for a bit, even though we just got a perk related to planks. We'll take a look at our trade routes. Sure. Am I out of provisions? I'm out of provisions, which means I need to build a building that'll let me make provisions. At the same time, I need to get a second makeshift hearth up, so I think this will work. And it occurs to me that I have been slacking on the decorations for my first place. So let's go ahead and just fill this with some decor. I think that looks nice. Is a square up here, so I'll go ahead and put a bush in that. Now I will need one more harmony. Let's go ahead and move this slightly over. Okay, and then I still need 3 more. Let's go ahead and just make it 4, because it'll look better, and that's going to upgrade this all the way to tier 3. Started that housing. We're not selling the cloth. We need the cloth. I guess I can sell some tools. No, I can't. I don't have provisions. That's right. That's right. I knew there was a reason. Just temporarily forgot what it was. Let's move this up here, because what we're going to want to do now is make food. We want food. Oh, I guess it's camps? We want, yeah, okay, food, yes. We want 2 greenhouses. And a clay pit. Road all the way around that. And then, because a 3 gap isn't worth anything, we're going to put storage right there. That way they don't have to walk all the way up there to do it. And that's going to solve our food issues. I think it's going to solve our provision issues too, because we'll have we'll have access to mushrooms. So this looks a little jank, but it's probably the best I can do with only corners. How are we looking? Did we go all the way? We're missing a bush. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we are missing a bush. Silly, silly me. Well, I can deal with that fairly easily by just putting a bush right here. Let's actually go ahead and take this one and move it here too. Housing's good. Let's put a couple of beavers here, making more spark dew, because this is going to be so many humans.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone gets -6 while they're working this. That's okay. Let's go ahead and go with the reputation,
Vita.
because we need the reputation. How many people do I have living up here? 32! That's way too many people. Let's go ahead and see if we can shift some of them down this way. Maybe by adding a beaver house and perhaps a nice, comforting tower structure. And who else is in this? It's a lizard. So let's make a lizard house. Hi, Zorg. I don't need an herb garden. Increase global food production speed. I don't think I need that. Free incense for 10 roots. Not great. I think what I want to do is make people happy via food. So we're going to think about jerky and pie and biscuits. And since I know all of my stuff, I definitely no longer need this. We need to stockpile amber, so I don't want to get rid of that. But I can sell this, and I can sell these. We're not going to have issues with bricks. Not once we've got a clay pit up and running. I'm going to sell that, and then maybe I actually sell my tools too. Still not enough. Okay. How about some plant fiber? That's way too much plant fiber to be worth it, so we're not selling that. I can sell a part, 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts. I think we can handle 4 parts. And then what if I stop selling my bricks? It's a ton of food. Plus, by buying stuff, we gained reputation from that. I should be looking at my trade routes while I'm here. Probably should have done that before I sold stuff, eh? Right, but I don't have provisions. I keep forgetting I don't have provisions. Go ahead and favor the lizards so that they don't get unhappy and leave. Cutter's camp has no trees nearby. We can solve that pretty easily. Just swoop you around the back here. Mark some more trees. Not those trees. We're going to leave those trees as is. Got a lot of roots back there, so we'll be able to at least keep the food going. Hey, we can do a harvester's camp, actually, now that I've got this plant fiber in the corner. Don't really need to, because we've got a clay pit, but it will free up more space for housing, which is super important. Let's go ahead and do that. You guys still working this? You are.
Tapa. Furca.
Aha, howdy.
Stop favoring that. You be a bit of a problem. That should be okay, though. Not actually just realized that my stream sound came on somehow. But as soon as Dangerous Glades finishes, that gets us another one. We can be looking at trade routes. Food is now solid. I should be packing packs of provisions. So let's do that. Okay. Yep. That's grim fate. We just lost 6 people. And the Queen is now wildly impatient. That's what you get for not paying attention. We'll go ahead and fire all of our beavers. Plenty of planks. We have loads of wood. I think that'll work. Now, of course, they've got 25 up there, and we only have 6 down here. We can delete this house. We can delete that house, too. We don't need it. Finish our road around the back here. So we have 6, 10, 12, 24. Where's the 25th person live? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we do have housing for 26. I could move one house to the south, but I really think that this layout looks nice. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it, despite the fact that it's costing me 2 resolve. Lizard house was destroyed by lightning. Can't have that.
Aha.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Meanwhile, fabric production's going nicely. This finished, so we've got a bunch of amber. Let's take a look at trade routes. No, obviously. Right, packs of provisions. That's why we're making packs of provisions now. Except we're not, because I never staffed this. But I can't staff it because I had 6 people die on me. The human house went down. Okay, what human house? That one. We'll build that too. Receive 10 amber for every 5 completed trade routes. That seems a good way of getting money. Wealthy settlements attract wealthy settlers. Newcomers bring 20% more goods for every gained hub level. That seems highly useful. Villagers learn how to travel in the wilderness. Trade route travel time is reduced. Production to... We'll go with the 10 amber for every 5 completed trade routes. Getting a ton of humans.
Wombe.
Aha.
Oh, hey. Hodi. Aha. Hey, ho.
Hey, ha.
We're out of beavers, so let's fire one of these beavers.
Hombre.
And we need another dangerous glade. So there's a... well, there's a forbidden glade. Forbidden glades are dangerous. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a flamin' hot glade down here. Gonna keep the... I'm just gonna keep using that. I don't really care if anyone likes the meme or not. I like it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. We've got vanilla, spicy, and flamin' hot glades. That's what it is on this channel. So we are gonna go get that flamin' hot glade. We're gonna keep 4 humans unemployed to work it. Or no, not 4. I think 2 humans should be enough.
Yeah.
So we can put 2 up here. Oh, we lost this benefit. So I'm gonna fire another beaver. Because I want those double production chances up. Smithy gets us tools. Kiln gets us coal. Tinkerer gets us... Okay, I'm gonna go with tools and coats. Because tools and coats seem like they could make my people kind of happy. Smithy is a 3 by 3 building, so I think I can fit it. You know what? We've got a new hub going. Let's just fit it down here. So many eggs. Faster. I'll take a look at trade routes. Right, packs of provisions. We're gonna have some in a minute. There we go. Right, I didn't staff this. But I think I can take some humans off of this one and toss them over here. And then I think I can toss some humans in here to make more spark do, so we can power both buildings. Why is that a beaver? This should be a beaver, because beavers get a slight happiness boost from working that building, and I might as well do it. Alright. I cut this real late. I probably shouldn't keep doing it, but it's too late now. Hi, Old Farluff. How you doing? Well, first off, before I talk to Old Farluff, let's see what we need to resolve the Hungry Mistworm. Well, that's easy. Just insects. Insects is fine. I'm going to go ahead and get the reputation because I'm having trouble making progress. Go ahead and do this. It's going to get rid of some of my food. And it's going to turn off dangerous glade warnings, but that's okay. We don't need that. Now, since you are here, trade routes and we need amber, but I feel like trade routes give us amber, so I can use the money. What if I bought tools? I know I've been selling tools, but what if I just bought tools? Did I ever turn off the burning? I did not. Can't sell that. What if I sold, say, this? Would you also like some resin? How about some provisions? Maybe some wood to round it out? Now that, because we bought a bunch of stuff, raised the reputation again, which is very nice. This woodcutter's camp is out of wood to woodcut. How much wood could a woodcutter cut if a woodcutter could cut wood? So that's going to cover that, and then we've got 1 point here, 1 point coming in here. That gets us 2 away from victory. Okay. Now we are at hostility 7, so we do have to keep an eye on that. Because Grim Fate would then kill 8 villagers, 7 villagers, and I don't want that to happen. Woodcutter's camp is out of wood. That's okay. We will just have you... What if we cut all of this wood? Just clear cut that whole area. And cut just a little close to that glade on that side. There's more food down there. There's also sea marrow, which we can go ahead and bring a stonecutter's camp down to collect. Now again, I'm not a huge fan of, like, fuel kind of became less important because all sea marrow does is it increases how fast you work glades. Chat says, what difficulty you're playing on? This series is Dread Canaries Against the Impossible Storm, in which I only play on Impossible. But glad you're here. Thanks for asking questions. Feel free to ask as many as you want. As you can see, there's not a lot of people, so I tend to see every comment, and I read most of them aloud for the benefit of YouTube, where I post these. And you can watch the entire series on YouTube. Also, if you just look for Dread Canary, you'll find it. Dang it! I completely forgot that I was at Hostility 7 because I was talking with chat. And now a bunch of people died. Again. I'm so distractible. Okay. So, it's going to take them 4 minutes if they're working alone. I still appreciate the comment. Keep doing it. Distracting me is fine. This is my own fault. So, okay. I've got dead people. That's going to lower the hostility a bit. Oh, the queen's so mad. But, I mean, I'm mad. I lost people.
Lumi.
Okay. So that, every time I lose people, it just takes me further and further away from the 2 hubs achievement that I need to get this. That's okay, though, because we are still working toward those other things. And I think I have enough wood that I can afford that. Plus, this is an excellent time for me to go use all those tools I got to get another 1.5 points.
Oh, Bombay. Oh,
Oh, hey.
Yep. Human house was destroyed. Need to start building planks again soon. But for now, I can just go ahead and rebuild that real quick. We obviously can't afford to keep burning that much fuel, so that's a problem.
hey, oh.
Sure, I assign a person and it immediately gets destroyed.
Howdy. Hey ho.
This game hates me.
Yaha.
Yeah, Blizzard left. But I think he'll be the only one who leaves. Unless we run out of fuel, in which case we are doomed. So let's get some lizards out of here. They're not kidding when they say that the Cursed Royal Woodlands are more dangerous. Okay, gain an additional active trade route slot. Traders arrive faster. That's really good for this trade baron order. I don't like working on packs, so we're going to ignore this. 5 grain per minute would let me make flour, which I've been largely ignoring, or just sell the grain. On scouts, working faster. No, let's go with trade logs. This looks good. Let's turn that in. Check out our new list of trade options. No, 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 no. Sure. Can't. Absolutely. Did I miss anybody? I did not. Okay. Now, where are all of my beavers? Got some working this hungry mistworm, which is almost done. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Harvester's camp is empty, so we can get you out of here. There's the Harvester's midworm. The hungry mistworm going off. Where are all of my beavers? So we're gonna switch you to a human so I can put a beaver back on wood cutting. Where else do I have beavers? 2 in this abandoned cache. This rain cutter can be something else. I said it can be something else. There we go. Lumber mill, blight post, scavenger's camp. I've got beavers working as scavenger's camp? What heresy is this? I mean, I guess I did start off with a ton of beavers that I have since let die, but, you know, that's still, come on. Let's go ahead and do, well, I think I should probably get a beaver on making planks again. And we should have a lizard making that, and then we should have a lizard up here making fabric out of reeds, which I have a ton of. Now the great thing is, because of this trade hub, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and take our nice little screenshot for the YouTube thumbnail. Works for me. What we're going to do is, as soon as the trader shows up in 2 minutes, we're just going to sell him everything. We're just going to sell him everything. Just all of it. We're just going to sell all of it. Hey, it didn't even matter. Okay, so we've got some deeds. We got win a game in the Cursed Royal Woodlands on impossible. Win a game in the Cursed Royal Woodlands at all. Trade goods worth 50 amber. Did they reset my deeds? Wait a minute. not all of my deeds. Okay. I think they must have added a new deed that I didn't notice, but importantly, we've got walls and we have wall corners. The only thing we're missing now is a wall gates, which we get from winning a game near the Barren Lands. So if we see the Barren Lands, we have to get it, because the gates are a huge component of making pretty walled gardens. Well, that's okay. We're going to go ahead and spend our loot. Got 167. Let's go ahead and finish off another column. We'll get the ability to start with herb gardens and a 1% chance for bonus production yields. So we'll unlock, and let's see this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just from unlocking those, we have an 8% chance for bonus production at all times, right? So if you've got 8 normally, and then you get the Forum, that's a universal 15, so you're at 23. If you have a race that specializes in the thing that you're building, specifically has the little spinny gear, that gets you another 10, getting you to a 33% chance for double yields. And then every hub that you get to tier 3 gives you another 10% chance. So it's very viable to get more than half of your production, giving you double yields. And that's what makes food ridiculous, because what you can do, right, is you can have a farm that has a chance of producing twice as much half the time. So it has basically 150% chance, 150% of its usual food production. But then you process that food into another form, like a pie, and that can also have a 150% yield in, just on average. So you're getting that half again twice. It's a really good way to just multiply your economy. But that's enough theory crafting of economy at this time. That's going to be it for the video here. Of course, the stream goes for 2 cities. But for this round of Against the Impossible Storm, I want to thank everyone on YouTube for spending the time with me. Again, you can catch these live Friday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern and Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, until I finish 2 towns, which is usually about 3 hours, and just a short little break in between the 2. You're also welcome to follow me on Twitter, where I am at Dread Canary, and I do post my go lives every time. So if you didn't turn on notifications to get notifications pushed to you, you could follow me on Twitter and see them that way. Just an option. Just an option. If you are seeing this on YouTube, I'd really love any upvotes or comments. Comments help me make the stream and the videos better. If there's something you like or a question you have, I'd love to be able to get to those. And of course, if we can push that algorithm, maybe I can get to the point where I get paid by by YouTube, or maybe the makers of the game will notice me, and maybe we can set up some kind of event for when this goes live on Steam for the full release in Q4 of this year, so sometime between October and December. In the meantime, I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you again. Have yourselves a great rest of your day.